popped a pimple right next to my mouth. If I had producers in front of me, I'd say thank you producers, but it's just me. This is my sewing bag whenever I travel, and in my home, I use it as just like a placeholder for all the most important things. This is just a basic child's lunchbox with an unknown print. This plaid fabric, actually, I just saw like a skirt in Philly, a plaid skirt in Philly, and I was really attracted to the fabric. And I just stitched this plaid skirt on this lunchbox. Sometimes I go on tour and I take this along with me. And actually that's kind of where I started hand sewing, was when I was on the 1776 national tour back in 2022. This is an arbitrary bag that I chose. This is like the lost and found for all of my garments that I've made and all the important buttons. I might have like only 2 buttons left, just so because I have extra, or if they fall off, they'll make their way back in this bag, just to make sure I have one place where all of my I can't lose these buttons place goes. It's got buttons. Oh, the embroidered button. This button from my Elrond look. These gold buttons that I used for it was my kitty waistcoat, my test waistcoat. Of course, I always travel with fabric scissors. Fabric only, fabric only, fabric only, and then all-purpose, whatever. Another project, I was making a sleeve bustle and I covered synthetic boning that I have for one of my projects. This is also for that same project. So I'm just collecting white ends, more random tape, oh, more boning, synthetic boning, random piece. Oh, I bought this for my Regency coat because when I was sewing like the M lapel, there was parts of the interlining, like the canvas interlining, poking through that were like white colored, and I just like fixed this up and so it matched the black velvet. Pens. Ooh, this is like a heat disappearing pen. I really like these because, I don't know, I just like writing on my garments when I'm making them, and because it's just so much easier sometimes. And then with an iron, you just go over it and it disappears, and they come in different colors. Yeah, white without a cap, red, also almost done. Oh, they're all, see, this is why I have this, because I honestly thought these were all lost, all these colors. And sure enough, because I put them all in one place, whether I remember or not, they ended up all together. Seam ripper, very important. Black poly thread, of course. Okay, look at this mess. What is this, like button tape? I don't even know. I'm not even sure what I'm using this. Maybe for this project where I need all this white. I modified a bodysuit for our friend for a look for Coachella. I need to throw this. This can go garbage. Oh, this is more like buttonhole thread. And I'll also keep, you know, haberdashery, etc. These are some grosgrain ribbons and other satin-esque ribbons that I was using for, like my bicorn hats. Just like, there's a lot of things with black ribbons that I have. The chain for my cloak, my tartan cloak. Of course, pins. This is the traveling version. I do have my signature pin cushion, you know, is one of my first sewing projects. Well, I don't usually use this. I have my own. See, and there's a button, a stray Elrond button that I need to put back. Oh, more pins. I personally like pins with glass beaded heads. A gel pen, if I want to actually write on fabric, I can make very accurate lines with. I put this in places where I'm not expecting to see. More haberdashery, cotton poly tape, some cords. This is all from my Regency. I guess this doesn't really need to be in here. When I made my, my wash fobs. Look at this mess. Oh, beeswax. I use this for waxing thread mostly. I use this with my making oboe reeds because I wax my oboe thread as well. and I thread my hand sewing thread. That beeswax still smells nice. Aww. These little paper stars. I would get strips of paper from Chinatown and just fold these into stars when, you know, you're in school. And finally, this is like my core, like this is here just holding my essentials for hand sewing. This little metal box is from Venchi. It's, you know, an Italian chocolate store that someone gave to me as a gift. This I don't usually keep in here, but basting thread to thread mark my like more important pieces. This also didn't need to be in here, but tape measure. Okay, the most important things in obviously is needles. This is a very dated needle packaging. I do not want to put a date on this. I'm pretty good at threading needles by eye. A needle threader if I needed. Tailor's chalk. And then I love using till the very end, so this is my first one. And of course, little scissors. These are fun because the red glasses. Oh, red glasses. Google says that you're allowed to bring sewing snips on the plane, unless if they're under 4 inches, but I've had mine taken away. I think it varies from person to person. A fake leather thimble. My ideal thimble, actually, I've learned, is this open, is this just called a tailor's thimble? An extra large open top thimble. I've realized that I had to go through so many thimbles to realize you really do have to find the right one for you, and I can't find any closed thimbles that I find comfortable. I definitely recommend getting comfortable with a thimble if you're hand sewing a lot, but you might have to do a little searching, whether it be this, whether it be this, whether it be a closed, whether it be like the ring style. There's that Clover one. Ooh. I love this thing I feel like at this point I've gotten so used to what certain measurements are, so I kind of just can eyeball it at times. But this measuring gauge has for all of your seam allowance needs. This makes adding seam allowances so nice. Another seam ripper that should go with my sewing machine. Now it's just a lot of mess. Razor, I use this more for my oboe stuff, but very helpful for, I don't know, cutting really fine things. Big safety pins, and thank you for joining me. Follow and subscribe if you want to go on my little journey.